a man has no say in this country. Now, I've given up waiting for my 40 acres and a mule when there are Negro towns already established out there.
Tommy, why start over and send unnamed, unknown
Miss Wells.
Reverend Nightingale. What's the pleasure of your visit today?
No pleasure at all.
Well, is there anything you wish to contribute regarding this gentleman's situation?
The minister, you accuse of jumping out of a woman's bedroom window in his night clothes when discovered by the woman's husband happens to be a well-respected colleague of mine.
The Reverend says that the Preachers Alliance is going to call for a boycott. Now, I just closed a big ad deal with Watkins Dress Shop this morning.
Reverend Nightingale, this story isn't new. People read about these sort of things in newspapers throughout the country. And besides, there were at least 5 witnesses. And the good Reverend himself knew he was in the wrong. Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Don't you dare quote scriptures to me, young lady. This newspaper has gone downhill since you pushed your way into this partnership. Now Fleming and I thought that your name and talents could bring some prestige to a modest publication like the Free Speech. But look at what happened. Numerous stories that make the Negro look careless, ridiculous, morally corrupt.
Well, would you rather see Mr. Carmack's views on these matters in the Memphis commercial?
Of course not. We have yet to show Memphis, or the world for that matter, that we are human and capable of human error. Of course, your generation wouldn't understand because you haven't struggled like some of us. It's been 30 years since I was freed from slavery. Slavery still burns in me.
It burns in me too, Reverend. Now, I may not have lived as a slave, but I was born one. My mother and father carried those painful memories to their graves.
And why? Why do you deliberately try to sabotage our people's progress? You remember, Fleming, the public schools, criticizing the school board, accusing the teachers of immoral conduct, and then prints all of this without me even signing off on it.
Well, I felt it was necessary to write those letters.
What did it accomplish? The few colored schools we have left are in worse shape now because of you and that article you published behind my back.
Yes, well, someone needed to speak out against the few and utterly inadequate buildings for colored children. How does a child get a good education in a one-room shack? And from teachers whose mental and moral character are not the very best? It was my duty to write those letters in the interest of the children.
The children?
Yes, and the race.
Well, don't you think it might have been in the interest of the children to have one of their most qualified teachers still teaching today? I don't even blame them for firing.
Oh, I don't regret it.
No, I suppose not. You know, in some ways, Sister Wells, you remind me of the phoenix, crashing down into the flames, and then rising again from the ashes. But one day I fear you won't be so fortunate.
Yes.
Neither will the rest of us who perish with you. Good day, Fleming. Thomas.
You think he's serious about a boycott?
Yes, Nightingale is a man of his word. He left this letter of retraction for you to sign. Now, you know it's going to make a big difference if they get support for that boycott.
Well, if the truth makes people cross, then so be it.
But there is something called discretion, Wells.
Oh. Now, Reverend Nightingale may tell his congregation what to do, but he does not have that influence here. He never hesitated one moment to use the free speech to discredit his enemies, and I have no intention of protecting his unscrupulous friends. Tommy, any mail today?
That's why I always make this my last stop. Always something exciting going on. Fleming, for you.
Ah, thank you.
Miss Iola.
Yes.
Miss Wells from the AME Review, Gate City Press, Kansas City.
No. Anything from New York.
Yeah, New York Age with a letter.
Oh, yes. Ah, Mr. Fortune.
The great T. Thomas Fortune, prominent Northern Negro newspaper man. And you got something from Chicago from a Mr. Barnett. a new name.
Well, thank you, Tommy.
So I sense that you're not going to take this boycott seriously.
Oh, I take everything that concerns this newspaper very seriously.
Well, if you're not going to publish Nightingale's letter, then why continue to call this place the Free Speech?
It was Nightingale who called it the free speech, and I who insisted that the paper should live up to its name. Now, Reverend Nightingale, for all his talk, is afraid that people will start thinking for themselves. And I didn't come to the free speech to sing in his Amen choir.